Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Ideal Man, a novel, by Julie Garwood, performed by Christina Traister. Chapter 1. The first time she slit a man's throat, she felt sick to her stomach. The second time, not so much. After she cut 5 or 6 more, the blade in her left hand began to feel like an extension of her body, and she started to take it all in stride. The exhilaration subsided, and so did the nausea. There was no longer a rush of anxiety, no longer a racing heartbeat. Blood didn't faze her. The thrill was gone, and that, in her line of work, was a very good thing. Dr. Eleanor Kathleen Sullivan, or Ellie as she was called by her family and friends, was just 4 days shy of completing a grueling surgical fellowship in one of the busiest trauma centers in the Midwest. Since trauma was her specialty, she had certainly seen her share of mangled and brutalized bodies. It was her responsibility to put them back together, and, as a senior fellow, she had the added duty of training the first and second-year residents. St. Vincent's emergency room had been full since 4 a.m. that morning, and Ellie was finishing what she hoped was her last surgery of the day, a repair of a splenic rupture. A teenager, barely old enough to have a driver's license, had decided to test the limits of the speedometer in his parents' Camry and had lost control, rolling the car over an embankment and landing upside down in an open field. Lucky for him, he had been wearing a seatbelt, and luckier still, a man following some distance behind him had seen the whole thing and was able to call for an ambulance immediately. The boy made it to the emergency room just in time. Ellie was observed by 3 second-year surgical residents who hung on her every word. She was a natural teacher and, unlike 90% of the surgeons on staff at St. Vincent's Hospital, didn't have much of an ego. She was amazingly patient with the medical students and residents. While she worked, she explained, and explained again, until they finally understood what she was doing and why. No question was deemed too insignificant or foolish, which is one of the many reasons they idolized her, and, for the male residents, the fact that she was drop-dead gorgeous didn't hurt. Because she was such a talented surgeon and supportive teacher, all these fledgling doctors fought to sign up.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?